Which real-life cheat codes do you know?
To learn something, repeat it to yourself 3 times on the day you learn it, 2 more times the next day, once the day after that, and you know it most of the time.
Cutting out daily drinks with sugar like sodas or frappuccinos really helps with weight loss if you do nothing else.
80s kid here. Jenny's phone number 3867-5309 will work at 95 of places for a customer or loyalty discount. Just insert the local area code and instant money saver.
Worked at a call center for a credit card company. If you ever get hit with a late fee, politely call customer service and ask if there's a possibility of getting it waived. We didn't have to ask a supervisor or anything, just pushed it through. Have done this multiple times now for my own cards. Don't pay late fees.
Automated phone systems don't understand nonsense.
If you need to speak to a person, answer the prompts with things like chicken nuggets or shoelace. It will assume an error in its language system and route you to a person.
When reheating rice in the microwave, put a little bit of water in the bowl so it heats up fluffy again.
When reheating rice in the microwave, put a little bit of water in the bowl so it heats up fluffy again.
A fluorescent jacket, a bogus lanyard and a clipboard will get you access to 2-3 of the places that usually aren't accessible.
The second button on the right is muted those annoying ass gas pump TV adverts. Obeying the rules when you drive dramatically reduces your chances of crashing.
Saying hello in an unexpected way knocks the person you're talking to out of their groove and changes how they interact with you. Instead of "how's it going?" I say "how's life treating you?" and get a more engaged interaction.
As a management consultant, 2 of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten are: never be afraid to be the one to end the call, and don't sell past the close. The first one's obvious. Everyone hates that awkward period at the end of a conference call, when it's pretty much over, but no one's ready to just say it. If it's really over, don't hesitate to just say "awesome, thanks so much, everyone, and have a great day."
The second one's actually way more important if you're in a meeting trying to land a contract, and they say "sounds good. Let's do it." Then shut up and stop saying whatever you were about to say, shake their hand, say "we'll get you a draft agreement tomorrow," and walk out the door. No small talk, and definitely no following up on that point we were discussing in the middle of the meeting that you seemed interested in. There's no upside. You can't make them already, they've already agreed.
Best worst case is you bring up some kind of new point that makes them want to step back and talk more about the overall plan before they're ready to sign. Worst case is you bring up something they didn't realize, and you scotch the deal before you've left the room. Which I've seen happen more than once.
Someone's wrong on the internet. Type out what you want to say, then delete it once you've got it out of your system. It's incredibly cathartic as you organize your sources and logic. You get the time to sort out what you think and why, and you can calm down a bit as you let reason take the wheel instead of your emotions, which lets you realize that nothing you say matters to them. You find that your finished product is particularly well written. Feel free to save it off to the side as a sort of personal study, if you want.
Excellent Zen hack.
Being willing to show up and work is more valuable than being the most knowledgeable or skillful.
Quarter stretch. Your lower back is sore because your hip muscles are tight.
Never commit a crime during the commission of another crime. Example: if you are transporting illicit substances, don't go speeding around in a car with a busted tail light and expired tags. Hot water temporarily takes away the itchiness of bug bites and poison. Listening to people is almost as good as being able to read minds. Most people will cheerfully reveal exactly what they're thinking if you just listen quietly. It could be through what they say, what they don't say, or their body own ego causes 99% of the trouble you face.
That I used to know years ago. When I would come home from college, I worked for a home appliance rental company in delivery and install. Sometimes we would deliver coin-card operated laundry units to apartments. One time we did a full replacement of about 12 coin-operated washers and dryers to new Maytags that used a card system. The senior guy who drove our delivery truck and told me what to do showed me how to reset the units and make them automatically go into run mode, and how to force off the system just by pushing buttons.
No key card needed, nothing to unlock or disassemble. He was surprised by how many questions I asked, and he was pleased that I was showing interest in the work and said as much. "Well, yeah," I said, These are the same exact units we have at college. I'm never paying for laundry again. He looked at me for a solid 10 seconds, rubbed his eyes and said, I'm going to pretend I didn't just hear that. Whenever I asked questions from Ben on, he always asked why. I wanted to know. Didn't pay for laundry anymore at school though. Lol.
Shopping at small businesses with only one location. Ask if there is a cash discount. If they say yes, they'll charge you the price, no tax and added credit fee.
Had knee pain that made hiking hurt and my knees would wobble all the time. Upon fixed both issues. Don't underestimate your body's ability to be absolutely amazing.
Infinite yogurt. You need to make more yogurt is milk and a little yogurt. Repeat as necessary.
You can beat or reduce speeding tickets by realizing one simple thing. Police officers don't want to die. If you keep them in mind in every action from when you see the blue lights until you get the ticket or the warning, you will see a significant decrease in your fines. Pull over as far as you can to give them room. Turn on the dome light if it's after dusk. Turn off your car and put both hands on the wheel. Roll down both windows, sometimes they come from the passenger side.
Get them what they want, when they ask for it, and not before. Hands on the wheel when not getting items requested. Don't be additional from comments. Roll down all windows, especially if tinted. When opening glove compartment, open it and before reaching in give the officer a beat to look inside. Everyone I've taught this technique to has told me how well it's worked for them.
Amazon Prime, you can cancel your membership and only pay for the days you. Example, I have had Prime Video since the 13th of June, set for renewal on the 13th of July. However, I can cancel my membership now and receive £3.83. There's a film on Prime Video that I really want to watch. I do this, as then it costs a lot cheaper than renting it.
Your mortgage payments to pay half every 2 weeks. You save on interest, and for the 2 months of the year where you get 3 paychecks, you'll be putting extra money toward the principal. Will save you in the long run and help pay off your home sooner.
Using manners will change how PPL view you and open many doors. I always say sir and ma'am to everyone.
Will get what you give. Conversely, you need to give what you get, as well. This means sticking up for yourself when it is necessary. Never tolerate any disrespect. Ever.
Best as early as possible. Compound interest is the lowest effort way to make money.
Over policy will make 99% of your workforce far more effective.
Joining a guild and starting a clan greatly increase your happiness and respect stats.
You need an umbrella, don't buy one. Just walk to the front desk of a hotel restaurant and ask if someone found yours. It's a small black one, hungry face. Works most of the time.
Managers give your employees the credit they deserve for everything they do, especially talk them up to your bosses. This is a literal win-win. Your employees love you for respecting them, and your boss loves you for successfully managing a great team. Too many times I see bad managers bring their own egos into the mix, feeling like they need to compete with their own employees to take credit for jobs well done. This does not have the effect they think it has.
Nice, polite and know who you are talking to. Let's say your boss says some really wrong or bad thing. Example, I think I should be president so I could print out more money and become so rich. So you know that wouldn't work, right? Don't try to explain it to them, just say some BS like haha right. This will stop a future argument that might lead into you being bad in the eye of your boss.
Or let's say your boss says I think the world is flat because if it were round we would fall. Don't try to make them understand the situation, just stay neutral and say something like good point. Being polite will usually open you many more doors.
Association allows you to do things robotically, man shrugging. Deal with them emotions later, I guess. Please with a smile to whatever you say when trying to get something.